Hello everyone, Deceptiwolf here with another Guerilla review, this time with something rather odd. Generations Darkmount, aka Straxus. Darkmount here is a rather strange case. He was basically only in the 80s comic where he was known as Straxus, but due to the fact that they couldn't get the name for that, either one reason or another, he had to be named after his fortress on Cybertron, Darkmount. This is exceptionally odd, but hey, still rather intimidating. Now, in addition to this version of the mold, there was also Skullgrin, which he was repainted to, along with a new head in a sort of gray and black mold. Also, in the 2012 BotCon set, he had a shattered glass version called the Bard of Darkmount, which is basically just Cybertronian Shakespeare, if you can wrap your head around that one. Now, one of the fun things about Darkmount is that he actually had 3 clip-on weapons: a machine gun, a rocket launcher, and a smoke grenade launcher. And if you got the 2012 BotCon set, he also had another set of these weapons. So you can truly load him out as insanely as you wish. Although, a point on mine, the rocket launcher's peg tends not to stay very well, so you might want to keep an eye on it. Here we go. I'd be running from that, wouldn't you? Now, he does have a questionable third mode, his battle station mode. I'm showing this to you just as a reference. It's not really all that important, and not all that impressive either. Anyway, we start by folding out that front part. Disconnecting these two of the back. Disconnect the arms, fold them this way. Fold these out. Each of the hands are like that. Fold these down. Turn this around. Fold out these for some sort of handles. And hey, there we go. Battle station mode. Again, I'm showing this to you more out of reference, not because I think it's all that special. Anyway, let's move on to from this to the robot mode, which is far more impressive. We'll fold these parts out. Separate them. Okay. Making certain to flip out these parts. These come in handy later. Part of the leg. And we pull this cannon out. Come into play later. Fold out. Oops. Fold out this part for foot and leg 1. Fold in. Twists. Twist. Fold in, fold out for leg 2. Eventually, there we are. Now that just looks a little silly. Anyway, we will then fold this down and around, fold out. This can be, here's the tricky part, because you kind of have to get this massive bit of kibble around these arms. Obviously, they're just under, so I can pop them off. If you're talented, you could probably get them off without popping them off, but I'm not that talented, obviously. Do the same on this side. Sheesh. See what I mean? Okay, fold in and connect. Slide out further, twist, twist, open up, and twist. Twist out to reveal the head. Okay. So everything is connected here. There we go. Finally, Darkmount, aka Straxus, in robot mode. Getting back to his weapon for a second, it is very simple to transform. You just turn it around, fold out, pull it down, and there we go. Darkmount's pickaxe weapon. which he can kind of hold two-handed. Takes a little finagling to get it to work, though. Looks a bit more like a miner to me, but what do I know? Now, since he was from the comic and didn't really do all that much as far as people know, it's kind of hard to get a good character for him, although they did do a fair job on the bio card. He is, however, famous for saying one very interesting line. Mercy is not dispense tears, fools, only death. Enlightening and uplifting, don't you think? Now, a fun point here is that with the clip-on weapons, you can also use them in robot mode. Although the effectiveness of them is really dependent on you and how insane you want this figure to look. And again, if you also have the bartered Darkmount weapons, you can add those as well to make this a truly insane experience. Overcompensating? No. Let's take a minute to take a quick look at his head here. See about that odd little noggin he's got. Like some sort of medieval metalhead war helm with no jaw on it. Still, rather impressive looking, if a little strange. Now let's take a quick look at his articulation. He's got a limited ball jointed head, serious ball joint and swivel joint on his shoulder, double swivel joint on his elbow, so ball jointed hand, bit of a finger joint there. Since his legs are the cannon, he can do a full 360 rotation on his waist, ball jointed hip, double joint on his knee, ball joint with two joints for his foot. Quite impressive, especially for somebody who is essentially a very obscure comic character. Anyway, that wraps up another Guerilla review. I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Generations Darkmount, and I remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.